Alright guys, you all loved the tier list we've done so far, so we're going to do it once again, and this time for the M4A4. Now, the recent one was the M4A1S, and I loved a lot of skins there, and while preparing this, it might be a very different situation for the M4A4, but we'll see as we go. And then, if you're wondering about today's giveaway, it is going to be an Op Sun in Leo. This got fixed in my mind in CS2 to actually look purple. It has some stickers across it. It is a fairly, actually, it's a quite good field tester float, actually. It's just a skin that wears a lot. So, normal entry requirements, as usual, you're going to make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, then leave a comment down below with your favorite M4A4. And the CSGO Empire for sponsoring today's video. Now, we're over on Tier List Maker, and because my webcam takes up too much space, you're doing it without my face. There's honestly a lot of skins in here that I just dislike. I think M4A4 got a lot of skins early on because it was a common used weapon, and it just suffered because of that. And better use default. We didn't have any of these for the M4A1S. However, we're starting it with the A4 because the main frame sucks. As much as it looks a little better in CS2, I think overall this still sucks as a skin. Yes, maybe if you want a black and white loadout, you can do it, but you could just buy a magnesium. Overall, I'm not sold on this. Then the converter is going to go into the mech category. Again, it's just the same sort of hex design that we see used. It's, I don't know, there's nothing that nice about it. I can't even like fluff this up to be something good. It's just a very mid skin. Now, I am almost tempted to put magnesium in perfect, but it's going to go in great. This, for me, combines everything about, like, good CS skins because, well, it is budget because of supply. There's a lot of supply for it. But it got a huge upgrade in CS2. Even before that, it was the best budget M4 in the game. You can see the lighting effects here. Now, it is just a very clean silver skin now. As we go, there's the potential for it to go to the end of great or the start of good, but we'll see. We're going to have our first perfect skin. It's going to be the Emperor. I think most people will agree with me when I say this is, without a doubt, one of the best M4A4 skins in the game. The colour palette's fantastic, and it's one of the most sought-after skins. Dark Blossom is what I was hoping would get an upgrade in CS2, but unfortunately, it's probably going to go into the OK or the mid tier. I think if you look at it design-wise, if it was just brightened up for Counter-Strike 2, this would actually have some potential, but because it's so dull at the minute, it's a bit of an L. Another skin I would rather use default for is the Zerka. I know this is possibly like an OG skin, but it's not doing anything for me. Tooth Fairy, as I think it's going to go into good, honestly. I think this is one of the skins where we see a bit more design. Yes, the color palette is a little washed, but there is a lot of design on it. It creeps some people out, and I think that's honestly a credit to the design. Cybersecurity is going to go into good for me as well. We featured this recently in our best A4 crafts video with the FaZe Krakow hollows on it, and they looked incredibly good. First OK slot goes for the Global Offensive. I can see what they're going for here. It is something a bit different. It's an interesting one, maybe if you want something that isn't as commonly used in game. But again, nothing too special. In Living Color, I'm torn between great and good right now. I think if it's in great, maybe cybersecurity could be as well. But it's going to go to the end of great for now. I like this just because it is this chaotic sticker bomb. There's a load of colors on it. And it's one of those skins that even when it goes into Battle Scarred and it starts to pick up wear, it can actually still look good because of the chaos. And this one's going to be very subjective. I know some people just hate this skin because of how much is going on, but I'm a fan. Another one for the OK section is going to be this red DD-Pat. It's much better than the Converter. You actually get a bit of a strong sense of red. The magazine wears, it's kind of a common issue for the A4, but pretty good skin. Then I'm going to have the Coalition go into good. This has potential to get moved higher, but for now we're going to keep it in good. Nice gold, works well, blue accents, good sticker craft you can do for this. There's a lot to like. I'm actually going to have the Spider Lily in great as well. This was already great, but the update that I got a couple days ago makes it even better. This wonderful blend of this blue and the red design. It gets a good lighting effect. It's got like this white grip as well. This is just overall a fantastic skin. And it's also budget friendly, which is even better. Polymag for me is going to lead the way in OK. There's not necessarily anything bad about this skin. It's just one of those more bland skins. But honestly, we do need this in the game. This is perfect for like those blues, basically those blue rarity skins. It's a bit more realistic, if you will, and, I mean, there's still stuff you can do with it. I mean, we took this and put some DreamHack NIP stickers on it, for example. Now, I am not a big fan of the Temakyu, honestly, but I think overall consensus is that it's in good. If you're building that, like, blue, white, and pink loadout, I mean, yeah, you can go for this. There's some cool crafts. Again, in the A4 video, we showed the craft with, like, the ball in her hand. It's just not my favorite skin. Like, we went on the big run on the up tier list about the Medusa. Similar things with IF4s. I'm gonna put it in the end of good, but honestly, this had potential to be perfect. My issue mainly is that the white areas, or they're not even white areas, but I feel like there should have been a whiter area rather than this sort of like creamy effect that it has. The colors as well are a bit bland. They could pop a lot more, and that's why I can't put it any higher than good. Urban DD is going to go into okay with the potential of being good. And the reason it's probably going to stay as just okay is that it wears horribly, so you're kind of having to go for factory new, which is a bit of overpay. But overall, if you're like after a white skin or like this sort of grey skin, it works well. Now, there is conversation to possibly move the Asimov from great to perfect. But when I look at it in game, I think it's still just in that great category. It's not quite a perfect skin. Now, the radiation hazards did get an upgrade in CS2. I need to look at it properly. For now, it's going to sit in okay. And yet, for sure, this got an upgrade. It still is just going to be okay. Maybe it could be in the end of good, but I think overall, it's going to fit nicely into this okay section. Now, I don't dislike the M4A4 X-Ray as much as the AK. However, it isn't a great skin. Color palette wise, this one makes much more sense than the AK X-Ray. I think overall from these X-Ray skins, the P250 is still one, and then this is just lackluster. In the same sort of vein as the Polymag, we have a Desert Strike. It's also going to go into okay. Again, I'm going to call them like the realistic skins. These more realistic skins, when done well, can be nice. They tend to offer budget-friendly options, and also options for people that just don't want crazy flashy skins and like a tactical FPS. Now, we need to see the Modern Hunter in-game first, so I'm not 100% sure what I think about it. Yeah, I think there's some good things about this, but overall, this is going to be borderline okay. It's actually going to be right at the back of the okay for me. The Tornado sucks. I'd rather use default just to sort of put it in. I mean, this is a very clean float. It looks better than it does on CSGO, but it does nothing for me. Bullet Rain's one that's going to go into good for me. This is a much older skin. It does pick up wear quite heavily, and I'd say although the magazine doesn't carry any of the design, which would be nice, it's giving you this really nice sort of blue and red color palette to work with for building out a loadout. And we finally have another great skin, and it's the Dragon King. My only gripe with the Dragon King is that the magazine specifically wears quite heavily, but again, that's a common issue with A4s, and it can wear just in general quite sort of poorly. You do need to sort of pay for factory new, but factory new in the grand scheme of things, this isn't crazy price. Overall, I love the design, I love the color palette. It's more of this, please, just in different colorways and this sort of design. Now, I went off in the Jungle Tiger recently, and maybe not grant it as much. I think this is going to be an okay skin. I would probably rather use it rather than the probably Desert Strike. I think my biggest issue for it is it's the only really green M4A4 skin we have, which kind of sucks because we've got 39 skins here, 40 if you include default. We really need something better for the green loadouts. Evil Daimyo is going to make its way into the good section ahead of the Temakyu. I think this one's pretty much perfect for budget red inventories. There's not much more else to say. Now, one I do need to see in game is this Poseidon. Again, it gets battered for the wear. I think the design is actually kind of cool. You can see, I'd say it's not aged perfectly, and I think when we're like 2 years down the line now in CS2, we're going to have some good A4 skins that kind of like knock this down a peg or two. It's for that actually that it's going to lead the way in good. I actually, like money values aside, if you're going purely on aesthetic, I think Asimov, Asimov, Magnesium, In Living Color, and Spider Lily are all probably better. I would probably actually put it behind the Evil Daimyo. I'd take it over the Temakyu. And that'll surprise people because of the price. But just you guys wait, there's going to be more. Daybreak is the next one. Again, I kind of dislike how this doesn't have too much going on except for the centerpiece. It is pattern based as far as I know as well. Decent design, but it's going to be in that sort of okay, lower good section. Yeah, it can lead the way in okay for now. We've got a lot of okay M4 skins. One I'd honestly rather use default again is going to be this Desert Storm. I mean, I don't have to say much. It looks awful. There's then a Royal Paladin, which I think this could have better effects. We know there's like skins that are in the game already or getting upgrades with like updates to like the pattern for CS2. If this gets updated properly for CS2, it could have a bit of a burst. But for now, it's going to kind of just sit at the bottom of good for me. Again, another one I'd rather use default for is the Battlestar. Honestly, these are going right to the back. They suck. Much like the M4A4 control panel, I just don't understand the appeal for the skin and why people like to use it. And then we have another good skin. This was going to be the Desolate Space. I'm actually going to drop it in behind the Temaku, and I'm going to move the bullet rain ahead of this Tooth Fairy. This is one of those skins that actually has two designs, because in China they can't show the skull on the astronaut. This is another good blue and purple option, but I do prefer the Dragon King. And then we have 6 skins left. We're going to have another better used default in the Veda Zebra. Like I said at the start, there's a lot of the M4A4 skins I just don't like. I think a lot of them are the early skins in the games that aren't great. This is one of them. It's wild to me that we've got 6 skins in better use default and only 3 in the mess section. But honestly, I would rather use default than those. Buzzkill for me, probably going to go. I don't know if it's good or okay. It is a decent yellow sort of option. Probably good. And I'm not sure. We'll consider it at the end. I'm torn between if it's in the top of okay or the bottom of good. This one is gonna annoy some people, I think. I'm putting Hellfire in great, honestly. I appreciate that some people don't like the cartoon nature of the devil design and like the little skull heads. However, in regards to a design that covers the entire skin, which is seemingly rare for the M4A4, this is indeed great. I've shown this with some Hellraiser stickers on it, where you only put 3 on and you actually leave the devil in it. Fantastic. Third last skin is going to be the Neo Noir, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but I might be putting this in perfect, because it hits the color palette, the design's great, the whole A4 has it, and as much as you might not like having like the drawing of a person on it, it's great. So I'm going to slot that into the end of perfect for now. Now, the 2 skins that had copyright issues, or actually there's probably more that had copyright issues, first of which is the Howl, and this one's going to be surprised, but it's going in great. Actually, I lied. I haven't looked at this in-game for a little bit. It's going to go into perfect ahead of the Neo Noir. I think I've looked at it on the preview image for so long that it doesn't look that good, and the price is so crazy that's associated with it. I kind of steer away from it. But, okay, yeah, the update they did to the artwork is perfect. And then our final skin to join Meh is going to be the Griffin. And the update to this compared to the original one that had copyright issues is very... There's not much change at all, honestly. But you can see it's not a fantastic skin at all. And this completes our M4A4 tier list. Now, I am going to make one change now. I'm going to move the Neo Noir to Great. I think, given this sort of mix of skins here, there should only be 3 skins in Perfect. When I moved the Howl from Great to Perfect, it's still going to be the 3rd best skin. I think Emperor and Dragon Skin or Dragon's King are both better. In regards to Great, I think the Neo Noir, Asimov, Magnesium, In Living Colors, Spider Lily, and Hellfire are all very fitting for this. The Magnesium is the one people might want to move because it's a more basic skin, but I think its overall offering is great. And we do have a good bunch of good skins, in all honesty, but we have a lot of these okay skins and so many that are better used than default. I guess this is the plus side of having 39 skins in total, is that overall, the Howl's unobtainable for most people. Poseidon is also kind of crazy expensive. Everything else in here, I'd say, is kind of obtainable. And we've got, what, like 5, 10... That's like 18 skins, right? So pretty much half of the skins are good or above and also obtainable. And then we've got the rest kind of in okay. You guys can let me know if you disagree with this format overall. And if there's any drastic changes you would make, please let me know in the comments down below. But overall, I'm very happy to call this my official M4A4 tier list. So then, just to end things off and sort of remind you guys of the giveaway that we have going on. The giveaway is for the Sun in Leo op in field test. The entry requirements are hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below of your favorite M4A4 skin. Just a general reminder that the winners are announced in Discord. So please make sure you're in the Discord and that your Discord names are close to matching the YouTube, because that way I can actually announce properly and tag you if you win. And then outside of that one, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye.